LiteFinance, the world of financial freedom.
Hello, it's Monday, May 23rd. Let's start with the market forecast. So this week we will get a good portion of a very important macro data, such as publication of leading economic indicators and earnings from very hot companies. So before we will dive into discussion about some potential trades, we must begin with a macro calendar. And so today we will get IFO business climate from Germany. On Tuesday we will get one of the most important macro leading indicators publication, i.e. manufacturing and service PMIs from Germany, Eurozone, UK and US as well. So in the evening there is planned a speech from Fed Jerome Powell, but it is just a publication of pre-recorded video at some less important public event, so I would not expect any breaking news from this one as it was in the last week. And so, as many times, the most important will be Wednesday, when we will get firstly during the night the information about interest change from New Zealand, which is forecasted to be risen up to 2%, which will mean a 50 basis point hike. Later, German GDP publication, which is forecasted to be 4%, which is a very positive number. If it will stay somewhere at this level, it should be positive for the euro. Next, still on Wednesday, core durable goods orders, crude oil inventories, and most anticipated event, which is a Fed meeting minutes, where we will get to know what is the probability of next 50 basis point rate hike in June. On a Thursday, we will get publication of yet another preliminary US GDP data and retail sales from Canada. Lastly, on Friday, retail sales from Australia and PCE from US, which is another well-respected inflation measure. So now let's start discussing potential trades, and first is possible long on Nvidia stock. The company will publish a first quarter earnings on Wednesday. As you can see right now, the stock is dirty cheap, but it is one of the leaders in semiconductor industry. The earnings are notoriously beating the forecast, and recent sell-off is simply a correction. Right now there are still many factors saying that the global rally will continue, and Nvidia, due to constant chip shortage, will be one of the biggest beneficiaries. On top of that, a good earnings number should reassure investors that this is a good occasion to buy. So we can enter at current price since we are at a decent technical level, and if during the week the price will fall a bit, I would look for re-entry on 88.6 FIBO level. The worst case scenario, if the plan won't work out, I would set my stop loss level at $115 US. So next thing is Euro USD and GBP USD. The situation is very similar in both. We are still at a very strong resistance as we were last week. Right now, on the most reliable technical indicators are signaling that the reversal might occur, but not fully, to be precise. When we check the daily time frame, we can see that the stochastic is already showing a buy signal, but the Ichimoku is still below the cloud, and the conversion and baseline didn't cross to the upside. But when we go a bit lower, the 4H time frame, which is still a broad perspective on which we can rely, we can see that stochastic is as it was, and Ichimoku lines crossed each other, signaling that it might be a good moment to enter. So I personally would try this scenario, but you must remember to calculate the risk according to your deposit, and of course make your own analysis before going blindly into the market. And the last thing I want to add is to watch for oil, especially for WTI. If you check the chart itself, it might look like we broke through some resistance, but when we compare the second oil price, i.e. Brent, you notice that this one is still at the resistance, so be careful with any long trades. I would like to see the breaking of resistance on Brent before entering long. Brent historically has always been the more expensive one, so as for now, I would rather wait for some pullback. It is also hard to look for clues from technical indicators since we are in sideways move, and as you might already have experienced in those market conditions, indicators tend to send false signals more often. So okay, I think that would be all from my side. Thank you for watching, and till next time, guys.